Smells like coffee in here. Smells like coffee in here. Ooh, what's happening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful one out there as we move on to Led Zeppelin Side 2 of Led Zeppelin 3. Side 2, Led 3. We're moving on into the first track, which is Gallows Pole, which is going to be opening up this side of the album. Get a little sipper. That went down a little too quick. All right, let's go ahead and jump on into the song. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Burn the top of my lip doing that. Here we go. Okay. I like the act of him writing in. Okay, that was a cool mixture of styles from the band. I love how they, of course, keeps their normal Led Zeppelin-ish, bluesy rock and roll. But here we're definitely leaning more into the medieval side of things, and then also more into like a folk medieval kind of side, which is really cool, that inspiration that they take from that, because you clearly hear it weaving through in, I don't know, some of the guitar picking that comes through, like especially on the second minute of the track or so. That just feels so good. And I love how in each verse, you know, the person is sentenced to death for whatever reason, and he's like, you know, oh, here comes my brother. Brother, did you bring any gold or silver or something so I can pay off this guy so that, you know, I don't get hung? And like, no. Then someone else comes. They're like, hey, I got gold, I got silver. Heyman's apparently like, not quite enough. You know, my hand's getting heavy on this lever, and, you know, I need something else. And then his sister comes and offers something a little different.
Oh, my.
And he's like, okay, that works. No, not really, because he pulls it anyway and kills the guy at the end. So that didn't quite work out at the end there. I have to say, come with me to the lyrics. Come with me. You know, reading the gallows pole and everything. Obviously, what it's about, we just went through. Save me from the gallows pole. Save me from execution. But when you get into the, you know, after the sister comes and what occurs at that point, well, the swinging on the gallows pole takes a completely different meaning. Completely different meaning. I love how with the arrival of each new character lyrically, you have a new instrument that comes in. I think is it mandolin that's playing? Where was it? Here, Gallows Pole. So it's an updated arrangement of a traditional folk song inspired by the version recorded by Fred Gerlach. Page played a variety of acoustic and electric guitars and banjo. Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. Mandolin. I know mandolin when I see it or hear it. I didn't even really know. So yeah, I like how with the arrival of each character, you have one of those instruments coming in, playing a new melodic line. Then eventually you have the bass come in, and then at the very end, when the sister comes, well, she brings the drums, and that's a really nice drum pattern, that heavy rolling kind of drum pattern that you get in there. And it sounds really, really good, and I like that evolution in the story, but also that evolution within the music itself and how it narratively all connects. I think that's really nice. How that works. We kind of went over the lyrics, but I guess we can read them a little bit. Hangman, hold it a little while. I think I see my friends coming, riding many a mile. Friends, you got some silver, you got a little gold. What did you bring me, my dear friends, to keep me from the gallows pole? Well, I couldn't get no silver, couldn't get no gold. You know that we're too damn poor to keep you from the gallows pole. So friends, that didn't work. Brother, I see my brother coming. Did you get a little silver, some gold? He says, I brought a little gold, a little of everything. Keep you from the gallows pole. Well, then he says, hey, I see my sister coming, riding many a mile. Sister, I implore you, take him by the hand, take him to some shady bower, which I have no idea what a bower is. Let's go ahead and do a little search for a bower. A pleasant, shady place under the trees. Okay, well, like I said, you can kind of figure out the rest. Save me from the wrath of this man. Please take him, save me from the wrath of this man. There you go. Hey man, upon your face a smile. He comes back, he's smiling. Tell me that I'm free to ride. Like, tell me that I'm good. Like, I've given you gold. I've given you silver. You gotten some other stuff. And then Hangman replies, oh, yes. You got a fine sister. Warmed my blood from the cold. She warmed my blood to boiling hot to keep you from the gallows pole. Your brother brought me silver, your sister warmed my soul. But now I laugh and pull so hard, see you swinging from the gallows pole.
You lose.
That's
Good day, sir.
that's basically how that ends. So that's that. Let's look at the Wikipedia article for this one, huh? I believe there was an article that went directly to this track. Oh, we're on it. It opened a new link already. Okay, so there you go. This album is a shift in style, of course, and the liner notes include the songwriting credit for the traditional version here. So the original, here we go, The Maid Freed from the Gallows, is one of many titles of a centuries-old folk song about a condemned maiden pleading for someone to buy her freedom from the executioner. Okay, so there's a gender switch here, with instead of a guy being up on the gallows, as we listened from Led Zeppelin, here it's actually a maiden that's up there. Let's see. So how was she? Well, was she saved? Did her brother come and offer? Like, how did this work out? Maiden is about to be hanged, or man, okay. Pleads with the hangman or judge to wait for the arrival of someone to bribe them. Typically, the first person, who may include the condemned person's parent or sibling, has brought nothing. The last person to arrive, often their true love, has brought the silver, the gold, or some other valuable item. Although the traditional versions do not resolve the fate of the condemned one way or another, it may be presumed that the bribe would succeed. Okay. So apparently there's so many different versions of it, and, you know, I guess some have good endings, some have bad endings, some they just bring gold, some they just bring something of other value. And as you can see here, when I click on commercial recordings, there's a lot of other versions here. So anyways, really good song. I enjoyed that. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter, support the channel, what I do on Patreon. Thank you so much for being here. Come back tomorrow, and I will see you all then, guys. Bye. I don't hear the music. Do you guys hear the music? Is that just me? Oh, I pressed the mute button on my end. There it is. I don't know if you guys could hear it. I couldn't hear it. Thought something was wrong here. Freaking me out, man. Freaking me out.